The first day, day one, you really need to make them feel great. You got to make them feel great. It's not like, oh, I'm providing a job for you. This is not 1950. You should feel great just to show up. That's not how it works anymore. We have to adapt with the change. Here's some ideas. Have someone there to greet them. That's important. You're the owner, and then now they're showing up and you're not there. They don't know anybody. This is like, it's like middle school all over again, where they show up and like, oh my goodness, I don't know anybody. So make sure there's somebody to say, hey, welcome, so good to see you. Make sure the uniform is there, ready to go. If you haven't already, give it to them. Ideally, a signed card from the team. Super happy to have you on board. And give them a week's worth of, this is an idea, just give them a week's worth of coffee from Starbucks or maybe your local coffee shop. All right. Who's got some better ideas or some additional ideas? What are some cool things that you have done or want to do to make somebody feel super special on day one? What do you got there? Anybody got any good ideas? If you do, I want you to put it in that little chat box on the bottom. And while you're doing that, Chad's going to give us some extra bonus tips on this one. The chat box on the bottom, good ideas that you have to make day one feel special. Chad, what do you got for us?
Coffee. Have coffee ready for them. Take them to lunch. Have a nice little small gift, like you mentioned. Have everybody sign a card for them before they get there. Make sure that there's someone there. If they're scheduled to come in at 9, whoever their onboarding specialist is should be there at 8:45, right? Like, we want to make sure that we are there waiting for them, that they're not there waiting for us. Make sure you introduce them to your team, introduce them to some members, make them feel welcome from that first day. Like, treat them like you would treat your daughter's best friend coming into your home for the first time. Right? Yep. Like, make them feel welcome, go above and beyond for them.
Cool. Thanks, Chad. Again, this is your investment. This is a long-term investment that you have made. So treat it as such. Little things like, you've all been in your gyms probably more than once. A lot of times, where the bathrooms are, where the break room is, where the cardio is. Make sure that you're showing them around. That's a nice, easy way to kind of ease the tension of their first day with you. All right. Now, just remember, the objective is, what do you want them to tell their partner or friends after their first day? Do you want them to say, yeah, it was okay? Do you want them to say, wow, they do not have their shit together. This was a bad decision? Or do you want them to say, this is awesome. I am so happy that I made this move. Remember, they left, I should say, their last job to come see and work with you. Or they chose you as their first place to get started after college. So you want to make sure that, and the reason I emphasize that first day so much is that creates it's a very long lasting memory, and it will linger the next 90 to 6 months if it goes poorly. All right. So make it go great. All right. And also, just a little side note, when somebody says yes to you and they even started, guess what they're getting in their email every night? They're getting an email that says, I've got a new job for you. I've got a new job for you. That LinkedIn, the monster.com, however they were looking for jobs before, continues to prospect them for at least another 90 days. So if there's any inclination that they're not happy after day 1, day 2, and so on forth, they're going to get an email every day in their inbox, and they're going to get interview opportunities. Therefore, all of a sudden, hey, I got to go out to lunch today. I'll be back in about an hour and a half. They're doing interviews, right? So we really want to make sure that this feels like a good decision. All right, step 4 now. Step 4 is mastermind onboarding. Use it to your advantage. There's a lot of little tools and nuances there. Remember, you have your pre-onboarding. Pre-onboarding with mastermind is about 8 hours, 6 hours, about 6 hours worth of work, screen time, all screen time. There should be some actionable steps within there. Maybe they're doing some workbook stuff. Maybe it involves some shadowing. But if you ever want to know how much time it took them to complete something, well, guess what? It's all recorded. So, for example, if you have a team member, and this is a good amount of time for, say, this one, it's 5 minutes and 1 minute. 5 minutes and 1 minute. No, 5 minutes, 1 second. Or is that 5 hours yet? I don't know. But anyways, if it took them a minute to do something that took most people 5 hours, well, there's probably a mismatch already. And if they told you that, hey, yeah, I did it, and they didn't, that's a really big problem, because that's just a trust thing, and that's not good. All right. We've had, a decent amount of stories where we would give our owners feedback. Hey, so-and-so just, they just skipped through all this. Did you know that? And they're like, what? And they quickly move to a different decision. Right. Same thing with, the next part is the actual 24 hours of live onboarding, right? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Ask your strategic coach or your sales coaches, hey, how did my new coach do? Drop them a text or an email. Because if their screen was off the whole time, and when we called on them, they're like, yeah, I can't talk right now. That is not a good sign. And although you have some sunken costs, we all know what sunken costs is, the money and time you invested to get that person, you ideally would probably want to cut at that point. All right. And then move on to somebody else. All right. So this onboarding that we provide for everybody can be a valuable tool.